In May 2025, the arrest of Ashoka University professor Ali Khan Mahmudabad on charges linked to his social media posts ignited a larger debate about India's constitutional protection of free speech and the limits imposed by the state. At stake is the tension between dissent, dignity, and democracy. Professor Mahmudabad's Facebook post from May 8th criticized Pakistan's military while urging Indian restraint and highlighting civilian tragedies on both sides. He questioned the portrayal of military leadership in the media and flagged the broader cost of war. These statements led to multiple FIRs under Sections 153A, 295A, and 505 of the IPC. The FIRs accused him of promoting enmity, hurting religious sentiments, and disturbing public order. However, legal scholars and civil society groups argue these charges stretch the limits of what Article 19(2) of the Constitution actually permits as reasonable restrictions on free speech. The Bombay High Court's Justice Gautam Patel noted that while posts may be provocative or controversial, restrictions under Article 19(2) must pass the test of proportionality. Emotional terms like patriotism or public order cannot be used loosely to silence critical commentary. The court emphasized that freedom of expression is central to democracy, especially when ideas challenge dominant narratives. Earlier this year, the Supreme Court had laid down clear markers in the Binoy Viswam judgment, holding that criticism, even sharp, must be judged from the lens of reasonable, strong-minded individuals, and not those who perceive criticism as a threat to power. The framers of our Constitution included Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A, not to protect agreeable speech, but to shield unpopular and uncomfortable views. As pointed out by Justice A.P. Shah and others, dissent is a constitutional duty, not a luxury. Courts have time and again reiterated that restrictions must be justified by compelling state interest. Despite these legal precedents, critics warn of a pattern of vague allegations, quick arrests, and a chilling effect on civil liberties. Disregard for judicial guidance, especially by lower law enforcement, is becoming disturbingly frequent. It raises the question, are we witnessing a quiet erosion of our constitutional conscience? Freedom of speech is not absolute. National security, decency, and public order are valid concerns. Yet, the judiciary has warned against invoking these clauses indiscriminately. The test lies in proportionality, necessity, and a demonstrable link between speech and harm, not vague apprehensions or ideological discomfort. In granting interim bail, the Supreme Court struck a balance. It recognized the right to liberty while allowing investigation. But the broader conversation sparked by this case isn't just legal, it's moral and democratic. Can we tolerate dissent, especially when it questions cherished beliefs? As the Republic matures, its greatest test lies not in suppressing differences, but in embracing dissent as essential to dialogue. The case of Professor Ali Khan Mahmudabad may well become a litmus test for India's constitutional maturity and our collective courage to uphold the values we so proudly inscribe.